glad to help out. And that's it. Back on the run.
Alright, so we're gonna start a speed run of Danganronpa, another episode, Ultra Despair Girls Komaru mode, which is the medium difficulty, new game. So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and run starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! So I'm gonna go ahead and set my camera to auto, which whenever my mouse moves is when the camera moves, and we're gonna skip cutscenes because cutscenes are annoying, and we don't need story details, even though this is a Danganronpa game. Also, right away, I am going to switch my settings so I can change my cutscene skipping to without a prompt telling me if I want to skip the cutscene. So right here, automatically same sides immediately because it doesn't ask me if I want to skip the cutscene.
What should I do? What should I
So
do?
we're just gonna go ahead and run out of a burning building, which is bad news bears.
Help me!
Oh, and this is our intrepid heroine known as Komaru Naegi. If you're familiar with the Danganronpa series, this is Makoto's sister.
Emergency!
From the first game. Oh, and we got introduced some characters, and we also got a pretty cool gun, or I guess it looks like a megaphone, but it's called a hacking gun, and we use it to just dismantle all these Monokumas and make quick work of them.
What is this?
And we're skipping cutscenes because cutscenes are gross. Also, if you want some story details of when this game takes place in between the first game and the second game. And we're also in a city that's under attack.
Makoto!
That's kind of cool, I guess. And now we're getting into this helicopter, hopefully to get us out of the city, but the plane was hijacked and we're now captured. Okay, so now I'm gonna go into more of the hacking gun detail, so what each bullet does. We just got move, which is a pretty important bullet that we're gonna be using a lot, but it's not used for any fighting purposes. That's what we have break
There it is
for.
again. Gun.
Also, you notice that I just got a nice shot there. The Monokuma's weak spot is in its red eye, and if you shoot that eye,
To the room
if
past
you
the
shoot
stairs.
that eye, you'll automatically get a gold coin drop, which is you're gonna need a lot of coins because coins are pretty important. You get 50 coins for an eye shot. You get, and you can sometimes get 35 or even 20 coins from just random drops in the game. And we're not gonna save our game because saving's kind of silly. We don't need to save our game. So now we're gonna be running into our other partner because this is Ultra Despair Girls, not Despair Girl. So the game's telling us to use our newfound partner, but we're not gonna use her. Not yet, anyway. And we're just gonna ice shoot these Monokumas for days. There is actually a possibility of soft locking in this tutorial, and there's really nothing you can do about it. And so you just have to restart the fight, which would be unfortunate, but luckily that didn't happen. So we're just gonna collect our bounty, move onwards. So
What is that?
So Komaru's gonna notice that this thing is there. That's a save spot. You can use it at any time to save your game, but we're not gonna use it at all because saving is pointless.
Are those people dead?
Because we're trying to go fast, and we're not trying to save our
That's a power
progress.
panel. I wonder if we can do something to turn it on.
A little potato there, but we got it. So yeah, for move, you can just use it. You can use it to turn on power. You can use it to to open doors and stuff, and you can also use it to get certain stuff later on. Okay, so we're just going through this area here, and we're just fighting basic enemies. That guy's covered in Pepto-Bismol, and I have no idea why. I guess these bears have Pepto-Bismol in their off time. I don't know. Don't ask me why. It's Danganronpa, okay?
They're here again.
God, I'm potatoing so hard! Ah, okay. Alright. So yeah, you see we're getting bronze coin drops, which gives you 20 coins. Silver ones will give you... Oh, by the way, this is an arcade machine? Or this is a Monokuma machine?
We don't want to get caught.
It's basically the arcade portion. This is
shoot the
pretty much a
arcade machine,
collectible.
right?
It's kind of a collectible in this game, and if you clear them properly, you'll get this little happy congratulations, and then be on your way. And now the game is introducing us the skills. We're not going to be using too many skills in this run. The game gives you one right off the bat, but it's pretty useless. So we're not going to equip it right away.
That kid was playing with a body.
All right, and as you saw, there was a normally with that car that we just moved, there would be a cutscene there in which we could we would have to watch, but we were at a distance when we used move, so we just flat out skipped the cutscene.
Looks.
So now we're going to be introduced to our first new enemy. They're called Bomber Monokumas. And as you can guess, they throw bombs. And when you kill them, they explode, so make sure you keep your distance from them. Make sure that you don't get caught in the explosion. Because if you do get caught, you do take damage. And as you see, we don't have that much health. And we're gonna be at this... We're gonna be at this health for the whole game. So, you gotta be very careful with your health. Now we're getting introduced to a Mono machine, which when you use move on it, you can get certain collectibles. You can either get bullets, you can get hearts, you can get batteries. And since we're talking about batteries, I'm gonna talk about Genocide Jack a little bit and how she works. Genocide Jack is pretty much your movement option in this game, but there's also other things that she can do. She will not take damage at all, so she's practically invincible. But as you can see, Genocide Jack moves really fast. So we're gonna be mostly using her for movement speed, which she runs ridiculously fast. Well, about twice the speed as Komaru's speed. But as you can see, there's a meter that we have to be worried about. If we run out of that battery meter, we can't use Genocide Jack, and she will return back to normal. So now we're getting introduced to another aspect of arcade machines where you have to kill all the enemies in a certain way. In which, in this case, you have to kill the enemies in one explosion. So you have to use break on the Bomber Monokuma, and hopefully, which we just got the congratulations! So, we got all the Monokumas in one blast. Gotta get a sneaky guy here. Also, whenever you get bronze and silver coin drops, that's RNG. So you can sometimes get hearts, and you can also sometimes get weapon or bullets. So that's helpful.
Over there. Maybe we should try using that.
All right. So with that, there's codes in the game that you have to remember. But luckily, the codes in these games do not change at all. So from playthrough to playthrough, you can always rely on the codes in the game being the same. This isn't the last time we will have to worry about that. So we're gonna get that battery.
That electric car? You should
We're gonna
be
get the
able to
battery
run
so
over
we
to
can use
Monacuma's
Genocide Jack a little more because her
Would
movement
that
speed
make
is
them
sick.
dead or broken? Well, doesn't matter.
Also, I don't like walking in these tight walkways because you can get easily caught on the wall way too easily.
This way. Let's go.
Okay, so now we're gonna use Genocide Jack here again because again she's fast and this is literally
So
a
he's
straightaway.
athletic, too.
So we're gonna be using her just to go fast.
Hurry. This way. If we get across,
So we just skipped a bunch of text. Oh, and we have a friend. This is Yuta Asahina. She is related to someone in the first game.
The gonna collapse. The trailer is blocking the way. Is there some
But,
way we can move this?
Unfortunately, don't get used to him. He's not going to be here for very long, and there's a reason for that.
Let's run. Full speed. We gotta run. It's gonna collapse. I know.
Whoa, hello. My
Damn
game
it, they
just
came
randomly
out
froze
again.
for a second.
We're done for.
Alright, so we don't have any more battery,
Just a bit-
which is unfortunate, but luckily there's more battery coming up. Oh, and this is why our little buddy here is not here
It might
anymore.
be better if we go
He
back
tries
where
to
we came out of
swim
that hotel
swim
before.
away from
We
the
went
city
straight for the bridge
to
last
find
time.
help.
There should be a path going the
But
opposite
he had a
way.
bracelet on him,
Then let's
which
go
if
over
he got
there.
outside of the city limits, the bracelet would just explode. So unfortunately he's dead. There's a bomber Monokuma behind us, and it's really unsettling. Alright, so as you see, there's a random little cardboard setup. This is our skill shop. We're gonna be visiting the shop quite a bit, and solely to
Okay.
boost our little buddy Genocide Jack.
For your business.
We're gonna be focusing on 3 main upgrades for Genocide Jack, and that's charge attack power, which will increase attack power when she's doing a charge attack. A battery efficiency will increase the amount of time we can use Genocide Jack, and charge speed, which is the rate in which we charge attack. So we're gonna be focusing on those upgrades quite a bit throughout the duration of the run, which is why I'm collecting a bunch of
Whoa.
coins. We're also gonna be collecting a bunch of other stuff, but that won't be until much later.
Come on, run for it.
Also, we got another new bullet, which is Dance. Dance will make any Monokuma that you shoot it at, they will just immediately start breaking. Like, they'll start busting moves. They got some sick dance moves, I'll tell you that. So, what Dance does will immobilize any enemy and will make them dance. Using them on the new enemy that we saw, Siren Monokumas, is especially effective because whenever you use Dance on a Siren Monokuma, any and all Monokumas that are nearby
Wait,
will
hold on.
will flock
Give
to
me
it.
That brat.
So now we're trying to get a key to the subway, but a kid just decided, hey, I'm gonna come and hijack that key. Is that okay?
That construction site looks
And
suspicious.
so we're gonna go ahead and chase this kid.
Maybe he's hiding somewhere around here.
Oh, apparently all the kids in town, they were
It's that
they were
arcade machine again.
brain controlled by the helmets that they're wearing. So we're using Dance. So as you see, we're using Dance, and then we're gonna break this bomber Monokuma and blow them all up. So yeah, pretty helpful. Oh, and there's the silver drop. Nice. There's a silver drop that I've always wanted. Okay, so I got stuck here a couple times, but you need to come back here and get this. And the game will. So now we have to go back to where we first started our little adventure. We have to go back to the hospital, which is a little unfortunate, but it's not helping it. So we're just gonna take out our frustration on this bomber Monokuma and have him open the way for us. Oh, and now that tutorial is telling us about those UFOs that we just saw. That will just tell it when you use move on it. It will just tell you where you need to go. But since I'm a speedrunner and know what I'm doing, I don't really need the help. Although it is appreciated, I don't need it. Okay, so now we're gonna take a quick break from the adventure, and we're gonna money grind. So we're gonna dance that silent Monokuma, and we're just gonna start picking off these Monokumas one by one. And also, these Monokumas are just have a plan. What? How did that happen? Alright, Alright, I'm done with you. Bye. Notice that sometimes that the Monokumas won't drop money, which is really weird. I don't know why that happens, but, you know, it's whatever. So now we're back in the hospital. Some familiar areas. So we're just gonna go ahead and breeze through this area with Genocide Jack. Because again, Genocide Jack is really fast. Also, we're gonna get introduced to probably one of my least favorite enemies of this game. Not just because he's hard to kill, but he's ugly. I'll just say that. Just brace yourself. Oh my god, this abomination! This is a junk Monokuma. He takes four ice shots to kill, which is a lot of health. And even further beyond that, Genocide Jack, even when she's fully upgraded, cannot kill the junk Monokumas in one hit. So yeah, they're pretty durable. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and some break ammo, because we need the ammo. And hello, buddy. Again, bears covered in Pepto-Bismol. I don't know why it's a thing, but it's a thing.
He's definitely not gonna get away with
Okay,
this.
we're gonna get that battery, because battery is always a welcome thing in my life. Oh. Ow! I just took a hit. That's unfortunate. Hopefully we get a heart later on, but now we're in a room, and we're stuck with a with another code thing. But there's a present here, so I'm gonna get that. So we got a new bullet called Detect. Detect will, as you saw there, it will show us things that normally we can't see with the human eye. But for that code we don't need it, because again, all codes are the same. And now the game is gonna tell us, hey, there's a sparkly thing behind you. You should use Detect on it. So I am gonna use Detect on it. And oh, hey, we get another collectible in this game. These are hidden kids.
Probably something we shouldn't think about.
There's 5 of them scattered throughout the entire chapter.
Thanks to them.
So if you collect a couple, that would really help.
Let's try going this way. It looks like a shortcut.
It's mostly for
There's
game
another
grading
arcade
purposes.
machine.
Must be
But we don't need to
popular
worry
in
about
this
that
one
right
particular
now.
town for some reason.
And now we're gonna do another puzzle here. We're gonna move the car. We're gonna make this Monokuma dance, and then we're gonna hopefully have these other Monokumas flock to this guy, and then we're gonna kill this guy. And blow him up. Congratulations! So we're gonna be coming up here on our first boss here pretty soon. Which, if you haven't had enough of Genocide Jack yet, we're gonna have more Genocide Jack fun here in a moment. Because apparently in this game, Genocide Jack is really good. And she can kill bosses pretty easily. In fact, I think we're gonna be using Genocide Jack on every boss in this game. So we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna go over here and talk to our little shopkeep friend, and we're gonna upgrade Genocide Jack a little more. So now she has +2 attack power, charge attack power, which is pretty good.
All right. I'm gonna.
Hopefully we'll be able to get enough money to get her fully powered up during this run. Oh, I did not mean to do that. That's a silly thing of me to do. I don't mean to use her yet. Yes, she's broken, but we don't need
Why
to
is
use
it so
her yet.
dark? I told you.
Oh, but here's our first boss. This is Master, and he's got a giant robot.
I'm gonna be the demon hunting champ.
So yeah, we're using charge attack. We're just gonna be using charge attacks to deal with this boss. And he's dead.
Tragedy. Yay!
Yeah, he's dead. Just like that. Genocide Jack is pretty good. So we're done here. And suddenly the boss is gone. For good. We don't see him again. And apparently he was the supposed leader of the group, so maybe this will be a little bit easier for us to do from here on out. Oh, and this is why we got the hidden kids, because the game gives us a grading system, and if we get an A, we get a lot of money, plus we get a skill. Which I believe the skill we get here is Gatherer. Yes, Gatherer. Gatherer will make it so items are more likely to drop. Mostly coins. So, but we're not going to equip it right now. We're going to wait till later, because we're going to be getting another skill in Chapter 2. Which, we will equip both skills when we get that skill. Now we're gonna go ahead and just use Genocide Jack here for funsies. Just to go fast.
Check out the website for more info.
And then we're gonna refill our stuff here. And then we're just gonna use Genocide Jack and pull through this way. And we're just gonna use Genocide Jack because at the end of this area we're gonna get our battery refilled. So it's actually pretty useful to use Genocide Jack
We can
here.
get out of town from here, right?
Just gotta make sure that I don't get stuck. Okay, so we're gonna get introduced to a new enemy. These are Shield Monokuma, and we can't really do anything with Komaru. We can kill them with Toko, or with Genocide Jack, but we're just gonna ignore them. We don't have the means to kill
The
them.
tunnel's about to collapse.
And as you see, our battery got refilled, and now we're Genocide Jack permanently for a little while. So we're just gonna go ahead and have a little fun.
Whose kid is this anyway?
Definitely not mine! So, we got a little escape sequence here. We gotta get out of the subway. Wow, none of them should drop coins. Wow, that's actually surprising.
One foot in front of the other. Right, left.
More Monokumas! They're everywhere!
Did none of them really drop money again? Oh, okay, we got a couple. Oh, we got a heart. I want that. Hearts are pretty important. We need help.
If we make it out of here alive, I'm definitely gonna marry Master. Very much for being
Wow,
a
there's
good
still a
little
lot of them
stress
alive.
reliever.
Wow, look at all that money. We're gonna be getting all that money. I want all that money. Gimme, 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 gimme. Alright, we're done. And that's the escape sequence. So now Komaru's back to So now that our partner is back to normal, and her name's Toko Fukawa. She is also from the first game for you Danganronpa veterans. Alright, we're gonna use Genocide Jack more though, because just to get out of the subway.
Let's hurry and get outside.
Yeah.
I would let this cutscene play out, but we're short on time. Or we don't have the time for it, so we're just gonna go ahead and go fast. That cutscene's probably my favorite in the game, because there's a bunch of Monokumas dancing. And as I said before, the Monokumas have some sick dance moves. We got a new bullet, by the way. We got knockback. Knockback is our counter to shield Monokumas. If we use knockback, their shields go away, and now they're just normal Monokumas.
That shield is so sturdy. Is it Galalumin?
It's Duralumin.
Duralumin.
Hey, I love Duralumin. Shout out to Duralumin.
Making a shopping district underground like this? What was the
Oh, there's a
administration
present! I want it! I want it! I
Maybe
want it!
it's
I
some-
Where
want
are
it!
these Monokumas coming from?
Friends! Oh boy, just what I always wanted! Alright, so yeah, I purposely
Toko,
opened
I
that
think we
present
can
just
get
to get
out
the
from those
just to get the
stairs.
money.
You're right.
We're in the
Let's head over
genocide
there.
act here again.
Monokuma.
Just for the sake of going fast.
Monokuma! Don't come near me! Tragedy!
Okay,
It's
so
another
now we're gonna
arcade
be
machine room.
doing an arcade machine in which we're gonna be using knockback. By the way, bomb Monokumas get automatically KO'd when you use knockback on them. We're gonna be taking advantage of that little detail quite a bit. In fact, I think we're gonna be doing it again here really soon. We're gonna need some batteries coming up. There we go. Oh no, someone in her egg's getting bullied! We need to stop the bully!
Help me! Please stop! No!
So now we have another new friend. Although this one's gonna be staying a little longer. This is Shirokuma, a
Which way is over
Monokuma
there?
that can actually talk to us.
Jeez, you're a terrible.
And luckily, thanks to her little figure, she's able to open the door for us because there's a little pipe area up there that she can access. Or he can access,
Why do
sorry.
the children do
Shirokuma's
such
a he.
terrible things?
Even though Shirokuma sounds like a girl. But that's just me.
It's another arcade machine.
Now we got another arcade machine here. It's pretty much the same same gimmick, but there's shield Monokuma, so you have to actually time when you use knockback. Hopefully that'll kill all of them. And it good. I sometimes fail that because the bomber Monokuma gets out of range of some of the shield Monokumas. And that kind of ticks me off.
You two
I'm gonna
sure
use Genocide
are
Jack here.
strong. Not me. It's all thanks to this gun. Tragedy!
Oh, right. Gotta. So Shirokuma's gonna go in there, and as you notice, there's that ugly thing over there. We gotta run away from the ugly. We don't want to catch the ugly. You
It's
saw what
dark
happened to
and
SpongeBob and
smelly.
Patrick, right?
I
Alright,
wasn't
so we got another shopkeep here. We're gonna go ahead and buy some stuff. We're gonna buy battery efficiency because that's pretty.
Thinking about me.
Having
Say
some
something so
having
cool.
some more time with Genocide Jack is always a good thing. Okay, we're gonna get some brake ammo. Even though I didn't really need brake ammo, it's nice to have.
There are Monokumas here too.
And I didn't use Genocide
Of
Jack
course
there
are.
because
You're
of that
here.
guy. So now we got a little segment here
They're
in
going
which
after Shirokuma.
we have to protect
Well, I guess you
protect our
gotta
little
save
buddy
it.
here from the onslaught of bad guys.
Monokuma scary. Jeez, enough already. Komaru, save me. Hold on, Shirokuma.
This is pretty much just eye shots. It's unfortunate you don't get coins for this, but it's whatever.
They're here. I'm saved.
Alright, that was easy.
Okay. Thank you.
This cutscene can't be skipped.
Thank you, Shirokuma. These people
Alright, we're gonna
They have a
use.
family,
Actually, we're gonna pick up. We're gonna stop by and pick some of these up. And we're gonna refill on ammo, and then we're gonna go Genocide Jack. So we're gonna take a little detour.
Komaru, knock them back and drop them.
And as you see, there's a little thing here that we're gonna access. And we got a skill. Violent Urge. This is the skill that I wanted to pick up because it gives us an extra battery, which means more time with Genocide Jack. And more time with Genocide Jack is always a good thing in my book. So we're just gonna go ahead and just walk around these guys. We're gonna use knockback on these guys. These guys are, oh my goodness! They just disappeared through the world. Did you guys see that? That was sick. I love it when the game breaks like that. So, yeah, we're gonna go fast. I like going fast. Now we have another bridge segment, man. But now there's an extra gimmick to it. Now there's bomber Monokumas that we have to use knockback on, and we can wombo combo. I mean, wombo combos are pretty cool, but that ain't Falco. Hopefully that's in range. It is. All right, let's go. Just be careful with the
What? Should I start counting?
with knockback, with the bomber Monokumas, because you can accidentally knock them into the water, and that's not a good thing. Because then you have to waste some break ammo just to kill the shield guy. Dead. And this guy over here is getting an eye shot to the face. And you're just gonna get blasted. Oh no, it's an ugly! Kill the ugly! Get rid of the ugly! The disgusting can't be skipped either.
Thank you, Shirokuma! Oh, I didn't really do much.
Alright, that's the last
But I
bridge
guess I
segment
was
we'll
pretty
have
cool
to deal
back
with.
there.
Well, aren't we humble?
So, we're just gonna go up here.
Looks like the children have gotten bored of this
Ah,
game.
this puzzle.
Guess this is how games get forgotten.
For some reason, that sounded very critical.
Shoutouts to old video games that get forgotten. Don't forget your old video games, guys. It's not good. Okay, so we're waiting for this guy to go over there, and we're gonna dance this guy. And then we got the ugly here, and then we kill both of them. Congratulations! And I believe this is the last puzzle before we get to somewhere significant. We're gonna use Genocide Shotgun. We're gonna go fast. I like going fast, so let's go fast, okay?
Tragedy!
Already forgotten about Billy Hatcher. Rip Billy Hatcher. Alright, so now we're at a secret base that's only for adults that the children don't really know about. So we're gonna talk to all these people, or we kind of have to, but they're all cutscenes, and we don't like cutscenes.
Are you hurt?
Cutscenes are gross, so we gotta talk to all these guys as fast as possible.
Why, hello there.
And... Why, hello there to you too, but you're gone now. This person isn't in pink and blue, so let's talk to you. You're important. Oh, I have to hand over something? No, I don't want to. I don't want you to touch my stuff. That's gross. That person is important for hit lists.
So, everyone
Which,
here is...
as you notice, we got one at the very beginning of the game, but we're not gonna turn it in because it wastes time. List of victims. Everyone is dead. Some form of math equation. And a guy with a broken arm. This is Haiji, but we're not gonna be... That's Haiji Toa. We're not gonna talk about him very much because he's not very important right now.
What?
The two important people are the two I'm playing as.
It's morning.
So, I'll try and explain what we're trying to do now. We're trying to go to somewhere
He
called
said
Toa
to go the
Tower.
opposite way from where we came.
We're gonna try and make some contact with some people from the outside. Because apparently there's a place, if we're just high enough, if we're at just the right height, we'll be able to sing of our despair and agony to the world. And also,
Looks
please
like
send
we
help.
can get out if we climb
Or
that
nudes.
ladder.
Mainly nudes. But
Finally,
help
at
is
long
good too.
last.
Oh god! Enemies with hats! They seem cool, but I have to kill them. Alright, so we're finally on the outside, but we're at a cemetery. We're gonna go ahead and get this hidden kid right behind us. And then we're just gonna go ahead and make slowly our way forward. We're just gonna knock those shield Monokumas out of the way and
Well,
not kill them.
this
They
is
don't
quite
give
a
us
colorful
money.
street.
And if they don't give us
I'm
money,
sure
they're
some pretty
worthless.
girl designed it.
That must be Toa
Nudes
Tower.
better than disaster rate? Dude, for sure. Send nudes.
Looks like we can just walk along the riverside.
Drop them in the river for efficiency.
That would be our little buddy telling us to use knockback on those
The
guys.
website for more
But
info.
I like going fast, so we're just gonna go ahead and just speed by them. We're gonna get some knockback ammo, and also we're getting introduced to a new arcade
Why
gimmick.
don't we give moving that a try?
So we're gonna move a thing that looks like that.
Looks like they're hooked on that thing.
And as you can see, Monokumas that are inside of that thing are attracted to it. So, yeah. Makes it much easier. I didn't get an eye shot, which is weird. But, you know, it's whatever. I got money, though, so it's cool. Money is always good. So we're almost at Toa Tower. We're gonna go ahead and use Genocide Jack here, get a good charge, and we're just gonna run over all of them. Wow, no money. Lame. I wasted some money on. I wasted some power on that. We're gonna move this thing. Hopefully not have this guy catch us. We're gonna knock back, and he's dead. Okay, they're all dead. Congratulations! Yes, I'm doing that every time. Don't at me. Alright, so there's Toa Tower right over there.
We're almost at Toa Tower.
We're gonna go ahead and get that shiny battery. We need that. We got 3, so that's pretty good. So we're at Toa Tower,
Tower.
but there's a bunch of enemies here, so we're gonna have to go ahead and kill these guys first. Ow! Rude!
Don't let your guard down.
Okay, what we're trying to do is we're trying to dance this Monokuma over here. Obviously, what we could do is we could use that car there and just ram them all, but I like explosions. Explosions are pretty cool. Oh, I missed one, though. They're all dead. What? That was not dead? What?
Better not be dead without realizing it or something. Ugh,
Oh,
Monokumas
hi, you.
everywhere.
Yeah.
Time to break their gestalt
Yeah.
wide open.
Okay.
Until I see my parents in Makoto, I can't die yet.
Alright, come on over. There's enough room for everybody. Blow them all up.
Just a little more.
As you can see, there's a Siren Monokuma over here, and there's a bunch of Bomber Monokumas guarding him. We're gonna dance the Siren, and hopefully get all of their attention. And we're gonna use Knockback. Doink. Ow! That caught the explosion. That's rude.
There's no more, right?
Alright, that's all of them. We're gonna go ahead and get the money and the health, because I took some damage. And we're in the Toa Tower now. So this place is pretty tall. I mean, it's a tower, so it kind of has to be. But that's besides the point. We're gonna go ahead and check this elevator, see if we can use it, but we can't. We need a security card, and it doesn't look like anybody's here that has one. So we're just gonna go ahead and do it the old-fashioned way and climb up. But we got a new enemy. We got Paul Monokuma. We're gonna ignore him though. We don't need his we don't need to get his attention. He's not important.
Amazing. Look at all the fish swimming around.
I'm gonna break this guy, gotta break that guy, break that guy, and break that guy.
Maybe it's better if we turn back.
Just like that, free 200 coins right there. And we got an arcade machine.
Again.
We could be a little more careful with this one and clear it, but I'm not going to.
We have to move so we don't get caught.
Wow, I didn't get caught. That's a pog. I normally get caught there. So we're just gonna knock back and just kill all these guys. Congratulations! Alright, so that part's done. Gonna go ahead and... Hey, there's a guy blocking our way. Let's kill him. Because as you know, all things can be solved with some killing. Normally, if I failed that arcade there, I would get that hidden kid as backup. But, since I cleared all the arcades so far, I don't need to. So I'm gonna knock back, and then they all blow up. I get money, so that's always cool. Also, be very careful on part coming up. Oh, we're gonna go bowling. Yike! And there's a silver drop all the way over here. I'm gonna go get that. We're gonna go Genocide Jack here, but we can. You can. Genocide Jack may be invisible because invincible, but he can still get hit. And some enemies have knockback damage to them, so you can die as Genocide Jack by falling off, and that's a bad. We don't want to die. Dying is bad.
Now we can open the door.
This puzzle took me a little bit. This puzzle was a little complicated to me at first, but But when I finally noticed what the gimmick of the puzzle is, I was an idiot. I realized how big of an idiot.
I wonder how much longer to the top.
We're still on the 3rd floor. At this rate, we won't reach the top if we had a whole day.
So now we got it. Here's a new friend. This guy doesn't have a name. Let's give him a name. I call him Steve. Hi, Steve. How are you, Steve? I'm just kidding. This guy does actually have a name, but it's never stated in the game. I forget his first name, but his last name is Fujisaki, and he is the father of a character in the first game named Chihiro Fujisaki, who's probably my favorite character in the entire series, or he's one of my favorites.
You guys are so amazing.
Or he,
Thing's
one of my favorite characters in this game, in this series. We're gonna buy more stuff. Wow, I don't have enough attack power. We'll just get charge speed for now. And that's another thing with management in this game. You kind of have to think on your feet quite a bit. Like, if you don't have enough money for certain things, you kind of have to improvise on what you buy or what you get. So as you see, Genocide Check charge is a lot faster. Oh wow.
Are you done yet?
I can't kill these things. I can't kill these things in 2 hits. Oh, not enough attack power.
Leave it to me.
Oh, we got new enemies. Beast Monokuma. Those guys are pretty tricky with using just Komaru. So we use Genocide Jack there because they die in 1 hit to Genocide Jack. And I like being able to kill things in 1 hit. And also our Mr. Fujisaki is dead, so press F to pay your respects to Mr. Fujisaki. Also that elevator led us to a boss. This is Jotaro. He's another guy. There's an association that we're fighting called the Warriors of Hope.
I wanna drink day-old cocoa
And they're a bunch of kids.
like a piece of filth.
But we're not fighting the kids, we're fighting robots. Because they all have robots. But again, we're using Genocide Jack because again, she's pretty broken. The game is normally supposed to tell us, hey, you're supposed to use knockback here and knock these missiles and bombs and stuff into the robots. But Genocide Jack is broken, so we don't. This guy's not dead.
Abuse me with your dirty words. Tragedy.
Okay, now he's dead. Oh, that was a bad fight. No, I don't have a robot. Why would a 16-year-old girl have a robot? Makes no sense. Also, that's the end of chapter 2. We got another A rank, which means we get another 500 coins, and we get another skill, but we're not going to equip that skill. It's called Star Body, and it will give Komaru, it will give us extra health, but it's kind of unnecessary. So we're not going to be using health. You're a 16-year-old boy with a robot. Good for you. You have a Roomba. Oh, that's nice. That's very nice.
We were trapped inside Hope.
Also, we were able to talk to the brother of Komaru in this game. We were able to talk to Makoto, but not for very long, because as you see, we've been exposed, and it's dark as. Normally, you would use detect here, but since I know the layout of the place pretty well, we don't need to use it. By the way, there's a present there with 100 coins.
That surprised
Very
me.
useful.
I thought it was a Monokuma.
God, if you're there, I could really use a flashlight.
No, you don't need a flashlight. We're gonna use detect here to get this hidden kid, because hidden kids are still pretty important. We're not gonna be collecting that much more hidden kids. Or we're not gonna be collecting that much more.
Close my eyes.
Probably we're gonna only get like 1 or 2
It's
more
dark anymore.
at most.
There she is.
Also, there's Monokumas in here. I don't know why there's Monokumas in here, but there are. But we can just avoid them. We don't need to take out our aggression on them. There's a crack with light in it. We're gonna go ahead and break it. We're gonna go ahead and bust this open with the bomber on it. And we're outside. How's the bugger?
So high up. So scary.
Also, this is
We'll be
another
squashed in
very
jelly.
tight place where we
walk
have
carefully.
to
Looks like
maneuver
we can get
very
down with this
carefully,
ladder, but
and it's not easy. Also, we've met Shirokuma, but the Warriors of Hope have a buddy of their own. This is Kurokuma. He talks, and he talks, and he talks. We're not gonna be seeing very much of him, But if we
If it
watch the
stays dark
cutscenes, you
like
would
this,
tell. You would
my
know.
life is
He
getting shorter
talks
and shorter.
a lot.
What's that over there? A power panel, right?
But we're gonna be hearing one of my favorite lines in the game, so. And he says it, so it's pretty funny.
Light in the darkness.
Also, this is another code thing,
probably a riddle
but
that has to
again,
do with
codes
luck.
don't change. This one's always 2197.
I guess I didn't
You're
tell you why I'm
you're
afraid
supposed
of
to
the
use
dark.
the text there,
It's not
but
a
I
happy
don't.
Story.
So it's unneeded.
Well,
We're gonna get this hidden kid,
if it's something heavy,
and then we're gonna
maybe I'll pass on the story for now.
we're just gonna try and avoid all these guys. Also, the ball Monokumas throw bowls of ramen. I don't know why that's a thing, but it's a thing. But if it hits you, you get blinded for a little bit. You don't take any damage from them, but unless they're in their ball form. But yeah, they're kind of weird enemies. Also, we have a Beast Monokuma puzzle.
Be careful so
So
you
if we
don't
get caught by these guys, we're gonna have to kill all the Beast Monokumas. But hopefully, we won't need to. Also, these we have to find a Monokuma kid, or we have to find that kid and disable all the Beast Monokumas.
The Monokumas
And then
are
we
needed.
can take out our
Break them
vengeance
all.
on them.
No
We can
mercy.
destroy them all. But I'm just gonna destroy them because I'm sympathetic in a way.
With this, we can get outside,
And
right?
I'm gonna go ahead and speed down subject for a bit just to get out of here. Because going fast is always cool. Okay, so we're not gonna be seeing this part, or actually we're gonna be noticing a bit,
And
a
then
little bit of
Hendrix himself came to my.
Shoutouts to Jimi Hendrix, by the way. I don't know why they reference Jimi Hendrix of all people, but it's a thing. Oh yeah, I did this. Congratulations! Totally forgot. Also, we're not. Also, the two characters aren't talking to each other anymore. They got into a fight, and has something to do about threatening someone's life or something. I don't know. Maybe it said something. Maybe someone said something about someone's mother. I don't know. But yeah, now they're not talking to each other. It's kind of sad. What? What? How did you? Oh, whatever. Whatever. You know what? You get the feast. What? Hey, excuse me. Excuse me. Well, that's yeah. Well, we can chalk that up on the that's never happened before thing.
Game again.
Because normally the Monokuma over there is supposed to get attracted to this little machine here, and then I'm supposed to kill him with a break. But that didn't happen, and now I'm pretty mad about it.
Is it still going?
All right, so now we're gonna.
Enough
Now
already.
we're gonna. All right, I don't have a charged break shot. So we're gonna be waiting a little bit for the explosions to happen. Alright, so now we're at the end of this stretch of puzzles, and we get new ammo. We get paralyzed ammo. It's an electric attack, which will
Try that ammo.
electrocute any Monokumas in a radius and kill them in one shot. And also, if they're standing in water, any Monokuma that's in the vicinity
Check out the website for
of
more
the
info.
paralysis, they also get electrocuted. So we're not actually gonna be showing up because this actually requires to kill all the enemies by using electricity. Yeah. Water conducts electricity, guys. There's your science for the day. Congratulations! Oh, so many health drops. I don't need health drops, guys. Also, this is the only shop at Chapter 3, so if there's anything you want to buy, this would be the place to buy it. I'm going to finish off my attack power upgrades. So now Genocide Jack is a max charge attack power. So now we're going to be doing a lot of damage with her, and that's really good. I like doing a lot of damage.
Are you really
There's an
planning on going
ugly!
back?
Get out of my way, ugly!
There's no point in being here.
Alright. We're gonna check. We're gonna go fast! We're gonna go fast because I like going fast! Oh, I like going fast! So good! You have no idea how going fast makes you feel! Okay, we're done. Alright, so coming up, we're gonna have a pretty boring segment coming up. We're gonna be defending the adults from a Monokuma attack here pretty soon. I don't like this segment. This segment, I think, would be a good time to get some donations in if there are any. But if there's anything I want to mention about
It doesn't matter if they're just
about
kids.
the fight, I'll say anything. But this is actually a pretty boring segment
What?
because we're just
Why are
running
there
and killing
Monoku-
things.
Please save everyone.
Oh yeah, Shirakuma is gonna try and help us out, but she's relatively useless.
Now's not the time to worry about that.
So we're just gonna go ahead and kill them using our own power.
I don't want to die.
But again, this is a pretty boring segment, and if there's any donations, now would be the time to go over them because this is we're gonna be here. all day. I guess there isn't any, so I guess I'll say one more thing. We may have to defend the adults, but nothing really bad happens if they all die. So it really doesn't matter if they all die or they don't. It's a really weird game design choice, but I don't have any problems with it. I don't take damage. Oh yeah, this is also a pretty decent place to garner money. So if you need money, this is a good place.
Until I see my parents in Makoto,
But again, this place
can't die yet.
is pretty boring. There's gonna be another one of these fights coming up later, and it's even longer than this one. So again, it's pretty unfortunate. Oh, that person's kind of dead on the inside.
No! It just won't stop. It's going to be okay, Komaru. Just a little
Now a good
bit
time for
more.
an announcement, or at least a plug.
Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you for saving
Alright.
everyone.
Currently we are at $92 out of our $400 goal. We are raising money for AFSP, the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. We do have a lot of goals and incentives going on,
Woohoo!
such as the Super Smash Bros. Brawl bid war between saving Zelda or Peach, Mario Kart 64 bid war between who you're playing as. We also still have a couple of challenges.
Time to
Sonic
begin
Adventure
the
2,
motivation.
Glitch Exhibition, excuse me, that's still needs to be met, as well as Shaq Fu, use audio, and Hello Kitty, Roller Rescue, play in a swimsuit. We still have a lot of things open as time goes on. The next bonus run is tomorrow at 10:50 a.m. Pacific time. That is Frogger Advance: The Great Quest by Winterbit. We need 125 in total donations.
Motivation so much.
Right now we are $33 away from that.
You like this?
So
Huh?
get your donations
You like
in.
it, don't you?
Again, if you donate $15 or more at any point in total donations, you will be entered in a raffle to win a perler.
Please, no.
So get your donations in.
Alright, so yeah, that part's a little awkward. Alright. Yeah, I was gonna make this a donation incentive of if we wanted to see what would happen if we lost that,
It's a robot
but
versus serial
I don't know how that would have
killer,
gone through, so I just left it
huh?
out.
The next novel. Bye, Monokuma.
And besides, there's actually something that we could get later on. That if we failed that, it would affect the chapter rank because it counts as a game over. But yeah. I decided not to say anything about it. There's another donation instead of that I wanted to do. That would be coming up later. More like in-game stuff. But I mean. But yeah, I'll just say that part's weird. Thanks for the announcement for me to not talk about that part, because it's pretty weird. Also, the person that did that to Komaru, her name's Kotoko. She's one of the 2 girls on the order. Her story's a little weird as to, and the reason for why that sequence that happened was a thing. Things happened to her when she was an actor, or she was a child actor, and people did things to her to make her feel uncomfortable. Around the word gentle, mainly. But yeah, and that's the reason why that segment was a thing. But yeah, we're gonna have another little interesting part here. We're gonna be fighting Kotoko with Genocide Jack. And as you notice, she lost her shirt. And now she lost her skirt.
I'm actually 18, but this is really too much.
Yeah, there are some points in this game where clothing is torn off. Again, it's an interesting design choice, again, per se, but it's a rated M game, so, I mean, take that with what you will. Alright, so now we're gonna be fighting her robot, and, as you notice, it doesn't have legs! And, her hitbox, is in a weird spot. It's actually in her chest.
Somewhere, right? Let's try to find it.
But you can reach it with Genocide Jack. And, it dives into it. So, yeah. That was a thing that happened. And that was the boss. Just like that. I got a B. Oh, that's right, because I failed the... Oh, that's super unfortunate. There was a skill that we were supposed to get there called Re-Raise, and it's supposed to increase the amount of money we get from drops. I guess you don't really need it, but it would have been nice to have.
I beg of you, please.
So, we're gonna be getting less money, so it's gonna be a little harder to get that last battery efficiency upgrade, in which we need 2,000 coins for.
This way.
That kid. He looks so normal, running like that.
How does a non-normal kid run?
Alright, so now we're escorting this guy. He's the interim leader. This is Nagisa.
Why is he getting ambushed by the Monokuma?
Alright, so we have to protect this kid.
Stop it!
There's a bunch of dire Monokumas in this card. We're gonna use the cards to run these Monokumas over. But we missed them, so I guess, neat. Oh hey, we got some breakdowns. I actually needed those. Dance, boy! Alright, now there's a car over here. We're gonna use it, and we're gonna run them over. Oh cool, they all died this time. And then we're gonna dance this guy. Hold still! And wait for them to all congregate. And run them over. I missed one! Sweet! and then the kids get scared off. We're gonna be doing this 2 more times, but I think the
Let's
last
go.
one's a little harder.
Bodies everywhere. The secret passageway is this way.
All right, we're gonna refill on break now, because we're gonna be using a lot of break ammo for this part.
I'm a warrior.
There's a bunch of bomber Monokumas
your
up here.
master.
We're gonna use break, get high shots, and kill them all. Oh, what you're usually supposed to do with this fight is you're supposed to use only 1 break ammo, kill the bomber Monokumas, and have them fall in sequence. But that takes quite a bit, so we're gonna try and kill them all repetitively like this. And if one happens to fall out of order, then so be it. At NES, why do you hate at Deathline 77? Oh, 1 fell. Okay. Well, he's gone. Alright, and that's that fight. So we're gonna have 1 more fight coming up.
This way.
Oh, I didn't need to pause. And this one, we're gonna be using knockback and
You seriously
dance
trusting
quite
a guy
a
like that?
bit.
I'm sure he's planning to betray you. You think so?
But it's a cool part because we're going bowling. We're gonna be bowling
Don't
some
come
punks
near
over.
me.
So we have some ball Monokumas, and we have shield Monokumas. Let's say we try and get a strike here. Strike!
Right.
Another dance. Run them over. Miss a couple. Dance this guy. Run these 2 over. I missed one. And this is the last wave. And as you can see, there are some ugly in the group. Ow! Okay, so that's what happens when you get hit by a ramen cup. You get a bunch of gunk in your face. Alright, we gotta kill the ugly. There's an ugly infestation, we gotta get rid of it. He didn't die! What? Okay, he's dead now. Ooh, ooh, ooh. What? How are you? What? What's on here?
Run! No!
I said we were done, game. You didn't need to bring out that last
Let's
guy.
go. The secret passageway is this way.
Alright, so now we're having... This cutscene here is kind of like having... is an argument between the 2 sides of which side is right. Eventually they decide that they can't agree, and we just move on. So we're gonna use inside jack. We're gonna go fast up the stairs. Upstairs. We're gonna beat him upstairs. We're gonna beat him. We're gonna beat him. Alright, so this is gonna sound strange, but we're gonna be fighting our partner. But this is a different circumstance fight than other fights in this game. As you can see, Genocide Jack has a battery meter, and if it runs out, then we win the fight.
If you did not play your role.
As you can see, she's gonna try and recharge, but we can hit her out of her recharge. That's if you don't hit her when she's trying to recharge, this fight will not end. It won't end. So you kind of, so that's what they're trying to tell you. You're trying to tell you, hey, you need to hit her. But also, a thing, I'm gonna try and show this off. If we get hit, you notice that we didn't take damage.
What are you doing?
But, as you can see, we lost our skirt.
You have to sacrifice something.
Ugh.
Whether it's school.
So
or
yeah,
the
this is
outside world,
another part where
it's all the
clothing
same.
can be torn apart. You don't actually start taking damage until you lose your shirt as well. So yeah,
If you don't defeat
we're not
them,
gonna try and take
That's
damage.
strange.
Also,
Even
she can
with
get
the
stuck
hacking
there.
gun,
She can get stuck in that
Komaru should
one
be
little
easily
part
detached
because there's actually a wall there for some reason.
if you don't
And
defeat
I don't think she
You'll never be
she
able
can
to leave
catch
this
us
town.
now. Ow, ow. Okay, she's gone.
Right.
And that's the
If
genocide
Komaru
Jack fight.
Nagi had run away.
Has the
Komaru,
protagonist always been an? I don't
thank
know.
you.
I have
Huh?
no idea. Okay, so we're
Saying
gonna.
so plainly like that. It's actually kind
So
of
now these two are pretty much friends
Too,
now
I've
after that
never
fight.
really thanked anyone before.
Okay, that sounds
Okay,
like.
that sounds like a
All right. So now we're gonna get stopped, and we're gonna since it's told a challenge, but it's completely optional,
up
and we
with going to
don't
the
have to
subway.
do it. So we're not gonna do it.
We should be going for
But
something
now
more
we
like
we have a new objective. We have to go back to
woman's
the
ultimate
sewer.
happiness.
Actually, we're gonna use Genocide Jack here. So during one of these cutscenes, we're gonna be getting a new ammo, but we're not gonna be using it right away. We're gonna be getting.
And the fact
Oh, and then also we're gonna be introduced to our final Monokuma enemy, Destroyer Monokuma. They actually are probably some of the most difficult enemies in the game as Komaru.
Japanese-style bar. Can you drink alcohol, Toko? Or are you underage?
Yeah, they're some of the most difficult enemies in the game, so we just walk around them as Genocide Jack. There's an ugly here! We're gonna get this battery, and then we're gonna avoid the ugly. Also, this is another Beast Monokuma puzzle coming
It's
up.
that arcade machine. Be careful so we don't get caught.
We're gonna try and get this part. Oh, we got there. So we're gonna wait for this guy to get past, and then use that as an opportunity to move over here. Wait for this guy to go by. And then go over here. Wait for these two to go by. The kid is over here, by the way, in that thing. Also, if you pick the wrong one, it results in a Beast Monokuma showing up,
Break them all.
and you don't wanna see them. We're gonna break these 4 Monokumas for the money. Again, money is important. And we're going to the shop. We don't have enough money for battery efficiency. We're gonna sit on it. You don't actually need full charge speed, but it would be helpful. But we're not gonna. If we had enough there, we would have been able to buy
Looks
it.
like we can't go
but
any further.
again,
Let's head back.
it's lame. So we're gonna get introduced to our final truth bullet, which is Link. Yes, you know, the main character from Zelda. But what it does in this game is if you fire it at a Monokuma, you take control of it! You can move it, you can use its attacks, you can do whatever! So we're gonna move him into flying position,
Yay! Now
and
we can
we
move
blew open a wall for us.
Everything
So,
comes in handy
yeah,
if you use it
that's
right.
cool.
Even
That's
a
pretty cool.
Monokuma.
Yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and move on. So
We
we're gonna
gotta
be
look
running
for a
into a
place we
couple
can
more
get into the
puzzles that
sewers.
require Link to be used.
You called for
Oh,
me.
we're in.
There's no way this
Yes, I like
ceiling is going to collapse,
I like speed.
right?
There's no way
So I'm not
we
gonna
can
go
use
over
the
the
same
last
tired
truth
plot
bolt that I
device
haven't
twice.
talked about
I
yet,
won't allow it.
because we haven't
Well,
used
this
it yet.
arcade machine is everywhere, isn't it?
Okay, so this puzzle is pretty concrete in how it's done. We're gonna use knockback on these two, kill them. We're gonna do that, kill that Siren Monokuma. We're gonna use Link. Wow, there's a plane over there. We're gonna use Link. You're gonna take this guy, and we're gonna escort him over here, and then we're gonna blow him up. I'm gonna get this coin. So yeah, we don't really care about rank anymore now because we've gotten every little thing that we could get besides the skills that I wanted to get. But whatever. We're using Genocide Jack here to move by the.
It's going to get darker if we keep going. Is
Also,
it
don't
really going to be okay?
don't blow up that guy. That will result in a cutscene. We don't want cutscenes. Okay, so this is the last puzzle. This is the last puzzle for a bit.
Let's get a move on.
We're gonna get some bullets. We're gonna use Link on this guy. Get him pretty close. And then we're just gonna play some dominoes, okay? You guys in? Alright, 1, 2, 3, go. Hopefully he's close enough. There we go, yep. Alright, so now we gotta wait a bit.
Alright!
And that's it. And all the explosions that were caused
Wow, that
caused
sure
so
was
much
an
of a
impressive
chain
show.
reaction
For a
that
virgin.
we kind of made stairs for ourselves.
Come on.
Wait, what fourth wall experience? Oh yeah, there's a lot of fourth wall breaking in this game. Like, the fourth wall hardly exists.
This darkness is killing
Alright,
me.
this is the last
you're fine.
battery that we are going to get for this
Now
chapter,
that's an
because it
insult
is
I
the
haven't heard
last
before.
possible one. So, manage your battery carefully here from here on out for the rest of the chapter. Because, this is gonna get
They're not
interesting.
following us this time. Children are gathering.
Also, we have another
What's going
adult
on?
defense coming up. We
I
got
have a
another
bad
boring
feeling
part.
about this.
So, again, if there's any... And this one's much longer than the last one. So, again, if
Komaru! Toko!
there's any
Save
donations that
I know. I'm going to do my best this
that
time.
the hosts of this wonderful stream want to read out, that'd be pretty great. Because this is gonna be pretty boring.
No!
Again.
Please stop!
Also, there's people coming in from the back. Wow, shut up. What the heck? There's an ugly! You know what we do with
I
uglies?
wanna die!
Probably shouldn't be using that battery, but you know what? It's the only thing I had to, you know, kill it with for now. Alright, that dance can be pretty helpful. Oh, yes, 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 yes! Go over there! Go over there, little buddy! Yes! Yes! Oh, stop, stop, stop! Stop! Hard stopping. Okay. That's literally the only thing to make this go any faster. Ah, this is so boring! Oh no, not another ugly! I'm not using battery. I've already expended my amount of battery for this. I've already used more than enough battery. Yes, yes, yes. Come here, come here. Okay, we got it. Alright. Well, hopefully there's a bomber. Yes. Yes. And then oh. We're gonna blow him up. Oh yeah.
There coming in from where we
Oh
did.
yeah, I am low on knockback ammo. So luckily, I think we can get more knockback ammo. There's not that many places where we can get knockback ammo left. Okay, we got more dance. I wish we had more knockback.
The force is getting smaller. Just put a little more oomph in it.
Oh, it's done. Cool. That was actually quicker than normal. I didn't expect to be done with it that quick. Okay, so now we noticed that the Monokumas are coming from the back.
I leave the rest to you.
And as you hear, Shirokuma is offering to give up his life to plug the hole, because apparently there's a bomb in it. That if we hit it, we can blow it up. So yeah, Shirokuma's gonna come charging at us. One break ammo shot kills him.
Thank you.
And yeah, he blew himself up. So rip to the dip. And then Komaru gives a motivational speech. I'm not sure how effective it is, but you know, it's whatever. Oh, come on. So now now this guy, Haiji Toa, he's pretty important now. He says that he has a trump card waiting in a facility that we can't really see. So now we're in a facility. We're in a facility that's making something. I'll let you
Defeat
figure
the
out
Siren
what
Monokuma,
this place
or
is
else they'll
making.
just keep coming.
But this place has a pretty tight security system, and if we touch the lasers, we can't make any progress until
Be
that
careful.
Siren Monokuma up there is killed. So yeah, just keep that in mind when you're going through this place. I'm gonna pick up some Link ammo. We're gonna be using Link a couple more times, but oh, actually, we're gonna be using Link right here. Excuse me, sir. I need you to hold this button. Oh, goodness gracious. Alright, well.
Is this factory making some kind of machine?
Oh, by the way, this is the place where your battery is pretty important. Oh, I'm gonna wait here. Arcade.
It's that arcade machine thing.
We're gonna get this because
Let's get a move
also a thing to note, pretty much all of the arcade Mana machines, they all contain break ammo. So if you're ever low on break ammo and you're not at a really good place to get said break ammo, the arcades are always a place to go. Or at least in this difficulty. I believe in other difficulties they give out different things. Congratulations! Yeah, they give out different things.
Alright, let's use the elevator to go down.
Alright, so that's the first floor of this facility. So now we're off to the second floor of this wonderful facility. And we're gonna be using Genocide Jack for movement speed some more. Also, don't go too terribly fast because if you go too fast, you can get caught by the lasers.
Is it just me?
So we're gonna take this a little easy. Actually, we're gonna be using Komaru here. Because I don't think you can get caught by the lasers here. Okay, good.
It's that arcade
I wasn't made
machine again.
I wasn't made a fool of. What am I using? Oh, that's part! I forgot! Ah! I'm out of knockback! Oh no, this is dangerous! You know what, we're gonna retry this.
retrying
This
an arcade.
machine is everywhere, isn't it?
Retrying an arcade results in you losing points in your grade for the end of a chapter, but like I said, this isn't important anymore. I goofed again.
It's another arcade machine room.
I don't retry an arcade very often. Okay, I need Link. What you're supposed to do is you're supposed to take this guy all the way over here in the water, and then open this door and paralyze, kill them all.
Right.
Congratulations! Wait, I made the mistake twice. Oops.
I'm on the fast track.
Whoa! Cut that lasers! Hurger! 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 Go! Go! Go!
Oh, done already.
It's that arcade machine again.
All right, this one. Yes. So I can finally talk about this ammo. It's called Burn. Burn is your SMG weapon of this game. It has 150 ammo and it fires crazy. And overloading these guys with damage is always a good thing. We're gonna be using it a couple more times, but as you can see, our ammo's pretty low. So we're gonna be careful with using any more.
Let's take the elevator
Actually,
down.
we're not gonna use any more for quite a
further
bit.
now.
I think we're only gonna be using Burn one more time. Or 2 more times, I'd say. My bad. We're gonna be using it 2 more times in this run. Also, that was the second floor. Luckily for us, Burn is pretty common in the chapters 4 and 5, so this has Burn ammo. And as you can see, our way forward is blocked by, of course, more lasers.
It's just like
Oh
I
man,
thought.
lasers.
I have seen these things before.
Why is something like this being made at a Toa facility?
Alright, so we need to turn those lasers off.
A body?
But the person in
If
charge
Ian
of
put
this
the
facility,
laptop's
in
password,
charge
the
of the
lasers should turn
lasers, is dead. Oof. So normally you would have to figure out the guy that runs the lasers. You have to figure out his son's birthday.
Yes.
But
Now we can get to
and it's the same every playthrough. So it's always July 18th, which
I knew I
is
could count on you too.
9 days ago. So
Huh,
shoutouts to
so
anybody
now
born on
you
July
like us.
18th. You guys are pretty cool.
Just a bit more. A bit more.
And that was the last floor, and we've got a boss coming up. We don't have knockback ammo. This is troubling. Knockback here. There is no knockback! You need knockback for later on, so this is very discouraging.
Welcome.
Alright, so we have enough for our battery efficiency upgrade, but we're also going to be buying some bullets. We're going to be buying ornately.
Okay.
And for the sake of Chapter 3, I don't have enough for it.
Thanks for your business.
Oof. You're supposed to buy ornately and erotically, and as you can see, the amount of money I have gotten from from not getting re-raise is much lower.
Here we are.
Ugh, this is gonna suck. I'm gonna say that much. And there's only one more shop that we have left to go through in this game. And I'm not even sure if we're gonna get enough money for it. Oh, by the way, we're fighting Nagi's robot now.
If I hunt you
And
down,
it's a sniper,
Monica will acknowledge
so-
me. She'll listen to me.
So as long as
She
you
has
don't
to.
get out of
Monica and
line of
I
sight.
will be creators of paradise together.
Oh, I didn't.
The
Oh,
impact.
I'm gonna retry this because there is
If I
a
hunt you
little
down,
cycle
Monica
skip you
will
can do with
acknowledge
this.
me. She'll listen
but
to
it
me.
requires-
She has to. Now Now's your chance, Komaru.
Alright, we're gonna go in with Genocide Jack. And we're gonna be doing special attacks. So, if you have the line of... Oh.
You called for me, and so I appear.
No! Oh, I botched it. Oh, that's unfortunate.
You damn adult.
Ow. That hurts. Alright, we're gonna be
So
doing
how
this
is it?
normally.
Amazing, right? A+, right? Don't look down on me. Hey! Aren't you going to
Ow!
match me? Where did you go?
Rude! Stop trying to shoot me, you meanie! Yeah, we're gonna do this normally.
So how is it? Amazing.
Ow! Oh, if you run out of HP, this is a little despair time.
It's okay. Leave it to me.
If you fail that, it results in a game over. Oh, I can't get down.
Check out the website for more
Unfortunate.
info.
Wish she'd come out here and
So how
fight
is
me.
it? Amazing, right? A+, right? So how is it? Amazing, right? A+, right?
Oh, shut up! Okay, you know what? I am gonna retry this. Yikes.
If I hunt you down, Monica will acknowledge me. She'll listen to me. She has to.
Ow!
Monica and I will be creators of paradise. Now's your chance, Komaru.
Alright, we're just gonna spam special attacks.
Welcome to my world.
Alright, that's it for the fight. That's the fight. You just need to get 3 special attacks in, and it's done.
Done already?
Monica!
And this is his desperation move. We got hit by it.
All right.
And that's the fight. And as you can... Oh. That's chapter 4, and as you saw, our score was pretty bad. By the way, this is all in Toko's head. You don't need to worry about this. This isn't NSFW or anything. Alright, so this is the last chapter of the run, and as you see, we got our trump card, and it's going around and killing things. Or it's destroying things. And it's a big thing! That's Big Bang Monokuma. That robot, or that Monokuma, is... That's gonna be there the whole time. Because why not? Chicks dig giant robots, right? Anybody watch Mega XLR anymore? Chicks dig giant robots? Anybody? Anybody? It was a good show.
I wonder if
I miss
everyone's
it.
heading to Toa Hills.
I don't remember anything of it, but
Looks like a
from
real
what I
war.
remember, it's a good show. We're gonna
That
change.
mole man piloting that
As you
thing?
see, now our
Looks like
special
he's getting
attack
out a
meter is
lot of
pretty
pent-up anger.
drained.
Are the children going to be okay?
And we're gonna need it a couple more times.
So that's Toa Hills.
So we're just gonna go ahead and get a couple attacks. Because attacking fills up our meter. Okay, bye. Yo, that was a TV show at one point. Yeah, I know, right?
So the door opens if you ring the bell.
Alright, so now we're in the building
it
where
pretty easy,
the
huh?
kids are hiding.
For some reason, I feel like I've seen
Alright,
this
so
before.
we're doing
There's
this
no
without
chance of it
knockback
suddenly
ammo.
There's an arcade
There's no
machine over
knockback
there.
ammo until after this. So this is pretty bad. You're supposed to use knockback to get that guy out of the, to get this guy in close vicinity of this little jerk. And then they both die. This guy. And then you're supposed to use knockback on this guy. But as you can see, he takes more than one to die. So that's unfortunate. This is what happens when we don't have the knockback ammo. So
This looks like the room of that.
as you saw at the very top of the room, there are robots blocking our way. So we have to remove them from the door in order for us to progress. Also, I guess I can go over each of the kids and what their deal are. I did talk about Kodako for a brief bit because of that weird segment in chapter 3.
There's an arcade machine
So
over
I'm
there.
gonna go ahead and we're gonna delve more into this little detail, into the characters. Oh god. Oh god, no, knockback! This is bad! Yoink! Yoink! I'm dead. Get out of here!
It's okay. Leave it to me.
I'm out of ammo! Oh my god, this is bad. What do I just take the L here? Get out of my way!
What are you doing to Komaru?
Yeah, I got, I need knockback there, but there's no knockback ammo in the area,
It's
so
that
yeah,
arcade
that's our
machine
first
again.
death.
Let's get a move on.
And I still have to do this without knockback. You know what? Gun! Literally the only guy that wasn't in the water. Ugh. This is so upsetting. This is a bad run. I think I can still make it under estimate, but I think
This
it might be a
room.
little bit closer.
Pervert grades.
Okay, so as I was saying about the kids. So, the
Now
first guy
we
we
can
ran
open
into
the
was
door.
Masaru. His dad was a drunk, and, he kind of beat him up from time to time, and, called him useless. Yeah, not good things. Not good things. The second guy, Jotaro,
Another robot.
you saw that he was wearing a mask, but
There's no
actually
way it would
underneath the
end with those
surface,
two
he
robots from earlier.
actually had a pretty cool face.
There's an
He's
arcade
actually
machine over
pretty
there.
good looking. This code doesn't change. It's always 3048. Again, as I was saying with Jotaro had a nice looking face. He was kind of pretty,
Reference books.
but his mother was jealous, and she constantly called him ugly and constantly insulted him and stuff like that. Yeah, another bad parent. As I said with Gotiko, her dad did things to her. Sexual things to her.
It's that arcade machine
Yeah.
again. Let's get a move on.
Not a good thing. And Nagisa, his parents, overworked him. Oh, I did this puzzle wrong. I have to reset this.
It's that arcade machine again.
Hi,
Let's get a
Windows
move on.
notification stuff. I don't need to worry about you. Wait, as I was saying, Nagisa, his parents overworked him with school stuff, trying to probe him to be like this super genius kid, and whenever he got tired, they constantly forced him to get up and get to work and stuff like that.
That PE idiot must live here. This room
That
reeks of
there are even
insecurity and
cutscenes where there is even IV fluids pouring into his body. Not a great thing.
Now we can open the door.
Yeah, for all intents and purposes, all the parents of these kids kind of were bad people. And you know what they did to solve their problem? All the kids killed their parents. All the Warriors of Hope killed their parents. Not great either.
So this is a real
Yeah,
office, huh?
the story in this game is
Can I
pretty
have my own
dark.
office someday?
Like,
I
this,
think another ice age
by the
will
way,
come before you end up in a place
this-
like this.
these arcade machines over here, we finally have our knockback ammo. Oh, after
Is
complaining so
This the
much
right
about
way?
not having knockback ammo, we finally have it. After the fact that we needed some beforehand. Yeah,
Let's try the chairman's
I'm
office.
pretty sure there was some.
Although,
I'm pretty
can't
sure
say
there
I'm
was some
excited
knockback
about what
ammo
we'll
places
find.
earlier on, but I don't really remember all the locations where you can get knockback
If we miss
ammo.
a step, we're
enemies popping up at a time like this?
I'm getting that.
Did they really
I'm
have
getting
to make
that.
this level harder?
who's they?
They have to make this level harder. Shout out to the fourth wall being broken again. So what is that noise? Did I get a sound glitch or something? Also, you noticed that there was an elevator that we were supposed to take, but there's no access
You look
without we
pale.
can't get
Are
through
you
without
okay?
the chairman's
Oh,
eye.
actually, never mind.
So we kind of
Moving
took
across a
it,
steel
we
frame
kind of
while
took his
pushing
head
over mechanical
and put it
bears.
in a bag.
This is getting crazy.
Ow. Okay, normally that's supposed to knock you off, but I think I got lucky. Oh, yeah, this game is something. Go away, Monokuma. I don't want to deal with you. Oh yeah, we have the chairman's head in a plastic bag, and now Komaru's having a panic attack because
Toko, what are you?
apparently she can see ghosts. Like, it's mentioned in this game that she can see ghosts. I have no idea why, but in that little cutscene there,
An artificial tooth on her
there was
broken
things
Monokuma?
about her being
What the
possessed
hell is
by a
going on
ghost.
here? Careful! The tricky one came out.
I'm gonna tell her that. I didn't get money. I'm mad. Here. Oh, you're not dead. I'm just gonna skip you. Bye. Bye, friend. I need the battery. Get out of my way!
Monokuma looks like he's looking for someone. You know. When did you get the ability to read the minds of homicidal
cool.
bears? Oh, wait! I totally forgot something. What? The chairman's head! We left... Another
This is the
game
last
porn.
Beast Monokuma segment, but we're not
Beast
gonna be
Monokuma.
using. We're not gonna try and solve it. We're just gonna use. We're just gonna use genocide attacks to kill them all. Up to here.
Website for more info. Remember after I lost to you two?
So now we saved Kotoko because apparently she was still alive. She was the only kid that was not taken away by. She was not. Okay, apparently. Okay, so after every boss fight that we had, up until Kotoko, I believe, all the boss characters we faced, they were all taken away by the
How much
by the
longer until
Monokuma
we get
kids.
to the roof?
It's a little complicated without the story, but I mean, this is still a great game.
What is this?
I like the gameplay.
Shouldn't we?
Oh my
explore-
god, this noise is
I
bothering
wonder if
me.
Heichi's okay. Stop
Ah,
worrying about
ugly.
other people, right? He's here.
So we are actually pretty close to the end of the game. There's not much left.
Maybe there's a hidden room behind that
Yeah,
room.
yeah.
Of course. There's always a hidden pathway. So it really was a hidden room. This one's different from the other one. This ladder, it's pretty.
Alright, so notice that there's a ladder, and the only person that we haven't really seen yet is the actual leader, Monica. She was a side character, but eventually she is now developed into this final boss character in
My
this game.
intuition says we're almost at the highest level.
And apparently, according to the game devs, they intentionally
correct.
made her
That spiral
her
staircase
character
must
to
be
be very
connected to the roof.
dislikable. And the reasons are because of the plot reasons. But again, we're going fast, so it's not really mentioned, so we don't really get to know much about Monica's character because we're just skipping through all the cutscenes.
Turn. I'm getting dizzy.
So we're coming up. So
Do
this
you have a
next
paper
part
bag
coming up,
on
we're
you?
coming up on the final, this is like the final enemy rush. So we're gonna be fighting a bunch of Monokumas. For this first wave, we're gonna be using Genocide Jack.
Let's end it.
Don't get in my way.
And we're just gonna mow all of these down, all these enemies down, because, you know, Genocide Jack is pretty ridiculous. This next wave is just a bunch of ball Monokumas, and I believe there's a Siren Monokuma somewhere around here. There absolutely is. Would you hold still? What? What? I could have sworn I hit the guy. I can't hit the guy. So yeah. See, there's a bunch of big bodies here. We're just gonna go ahead. What would happen if I say knock back one of them and start a whole concave chain reaction of claw Monokumas just flying around everywhere. So this next part we're gonna do it again. But this time, instead of doing a whole knockback parade of ball Monokuma, we're just gonna blow them all up. Wait, what? Whoa, what? Alright, fine. Please, have it your way. Oh, even this fight's bad. You know what? Genocide Jack does the same thing. Oh, hi, Steam! Go away! Alright, and then this last wave, we use Genocide Jack. Because Destroyer Monokumas use rapid fire, and we kind of just destroy them.
A little tired.
As you can see, the junk Monokuma, so being able to kill things in 2 hits is always nice. And of course, there's this last guy. And they gave us a battery drop too, that's kinda neat.
Finally, we're free of interruptions.
Alright, and that was the
All we
last
gotta do
wave
now
of
is get in the
Monokumas
airship.
that we'll be fighting in this game.
Then let's hurry and end
So
this.
say goodbye to all the basic enemies.
What? A lot of terrible things happen to me in this city. And I have a lot of bad memories. But I am so happy that I was able to meet you. Why are you saying this all of a sudden?
You can say that stuff out. I'm sure that girl Monica
And
is
we're
in that
coming
huge
up on the
hall all the way in the
final
back.
save point in the final shop. Actually, did not mean to do that. Don't do that. Don't do that, game. I didn't mean to push that button. That button is bad. Alright, here's the final save and the final shop. We're gonna get this bling bullet. Because I was supposed to get this bling bullet erotically. So the purpose of buying those two bling bullets is to actually make our break shots incredibly fast. Like, we are able to get like 9 or 10 break
Jeez.
shots out in
The atmosphere.
in one go. It's gonna be used on the very final boss.
Are you sure?
So yeah, here's
If you
here's
solve this quiz, you
Kurokuma
won't
and
get to
all
hear
his
all the
glory
bitchin' lines
and all
I
his
worked
talking
on.
and all his
The
talking.
title of... Come on, stop taking this so serious.
Also, this is kind of a puzzle as if you were, in case you were paying attention
And Papa
of
and Big
to
Brother.
how you got here, that you would know
Black
that
bear, white bear?
that
Hell nah. I'm my
that
own
Monica
bear.
wasn't actually, or in the
As
beginning of the
expected
game,
of a
Monica
final
was in a
boss,
wheelchair.
This one's different than the other robots.
Turns out that she's
Now
not
let's do our
actually
best with the
crippled.
boom boom and beat this. The vulgar one came out.
You called for me.
So with this fight,
I
the
gotta aim for him.
RNG for the
Try hard. You don't really want to save the
so the
adults
fight
that
with this guy
You
is
really
that
want the burden of hope
there's
on your
three-
shoulders?
there's three sweet spots that you have to shoot before bringing out Kurokuma,
It's my world.
and then you have to hurt Kurokuma enough to kill him.
Give me a round of applause.
Now this is straight up stimulating. What a shocking turn of events.
Oh, I did this
This is
wrong.
for the sake of... Forget his name. The priest guy. The adults who hate it.
Ow.
Who's a bad boy? Who's a good boy? Who's a normal boy?
Can we kill this guy? I'm pretty sure I was supposed to do a bunch of charge attacks and then do special attacks on this guy. But I'm pretty sure I did it wrong.
Is Monica
Well, he's dead now.
about to lose?
Alright, so that was that fight. Alright, so this part coming up is, thing. Time to count how many times we say don't break the controller. 1. Count with me, chat. That's 2. Two plus 2, that's 4, minus 1, that's 3.
I don't.
That's 4. Okay, so the point of saying don't break the controller,
It all
it's
started when I was
it's,
still attending.
it's pretty much a mind game with this game because
But
the
you
controller that we have, that we now possess, if we break this controller, it is able to destroy, it is able to make
wait,
the
no!
Monokumas out in Toa City stop working. And it also stops the brainwashing devices that are controlling the kids. Sounds like a good thing, right?
That's the idea, isn't it?
Well, here's the catch. If we do break that controller, and the brainwashing devices stop working, the helmets that the brainwashing devices are attached to explode. And yeah, that would result in killing pretty much every kid. So yeah. The point is to say don't break the controller 7 times. Until eventually Komaru caves into despair and we are forced to break the controller. But now we're taking control of Toko and making sure that she does not do that. And then we get an animated cutscene, and then we get a final boss. Oh, hey, it's that big giant robot that we were talking about earlier.
Komaru, let's show them. You and I, the power of the Ultra Dangerous Sisters. Huh? What's that?
As you can see, the shots,
told me to
the
think
shooting
about it,
speed
so I
on that
did.
thing is pretty bonkers.
What, not satisfied? Not good at Komaru. Leave it to me.
So the color that this Big Bang Monokuma's eye changes to, you're supposed to use the corresponding ammo to do damage.
I won't lose. I won't give up anymore.
So as you
I
see,
won't abandon anyone.
when the color
I
is
won't give in. I won't fall into despair.
when the color is blue,
This town is
dark
doomed.
blue, use break.
I'll
If it's
fall
light
into
blue like it
despair.
now, you use
No,
knockback.
that's wrong.
If it's yellow, you use paralyze.
You go, girl.
The website for more info.
If it's red, you use burn. Oh, we got a style on this
On the
guy.
fast track now.
Here, RB, got a style. Got a style. Got a style. Style! Alright, so now he's back here, and now his eye is red, so we're using burn.
They're tracking you. No use running. You have
So
to
now his
repel
eye is
them.
light blue, so we have to use knockback and repel these two bombs.
Oh, you called for me, so I appear.
Okay, so I didn't choose to change back to Komaru there. The game forced me to. That's a good sign saying, hey, the fight's done. So now we get some couple spare times.
Komaru.
You can't fail them, so you can't fail those two. And time is coming up, by the way.
Komaru and I.
By the way, we're
Are not
overestimated.
alone.
Sorry, guys. I tried. I tried
As
to
long
get
as
us
there
back.
are friends who help each other, there's no need to despair at all.
But hey, I tried.
I found it. I finally found hope. A hope to call my own. Right, Komaru?
Yeah, me too.
And
Hope lives
that's
on.
it. Time. Yikes, that's a bad run. So yeah, that was Danganronpa, another episode, Ultra Despair Girls, Komaru Mode, new game. I want to give some shout outs to the Danganronpa community, to NLD, the resident Danganronpa and other episode speedrunner that helped me learn this game. Anybody else that I'm missing that I don't really know much about the Danganronpa community. But yeah, shoutouts to those guys. They're pretty cool people. It's a pretty nice community. So I mean, if you want to pick up this game, going to the Danganronpa community Discord is a good place to start.
You gotta be kidding!
And also
How did you
watching
do?
runs like this. Although better than this. Better than this. Just saying.
You're
So, yeah.
kidding me.
My
No.
time is
Big Bang
done.
Monokuma
So yeah,
is our
I'm gonna pass it off to the next guy. It's Jet Set Radio Future by Jabro. So yeah, I'm done.